Hi guys.
Are we recording? Oh my God.
She wasn't ready, you guys. She wasn't ready.
I'm still not ready.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Chat to Me podcast, episode 3. This is me, myself, and I, Honey Love.
And I am Lazy Brilliant. Hi guys.
Hi guys. It's been a while. We're here.
We're back.
We're back. We're playing catch up.
Apologies.
Apologies.
We've had some technical issues,
But
we're learning.
we're learning. But anyway, so how are you?
I'm very good. A lot has happened. I've had a whole month without my mother.
Mommy's back.
Mommy's back from America, thank God.
Well, it helps with consistency. So chat to me. What is our topic today?
Our
Chat.
topic today is friendship, and the reason I mentioned Mommy's absence is because I had a great conversation with her the other day, and she said she had a really good catch up with her childhood friends.
Okay.
30 years reunion.
Oh,
Like-
so they were a bit of the Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls got together from
You guys know about the Golden Girls though? If you don't, go check it out.
Yeah, you can
Love
Google
it.
everything now.
We love the show.
But literally it was like the gang got together, but 12 of them. My mum hit Minnesota and her girls came from Los Angeles, San Diego, Dallas, Texas, Toronto, Boston, Maine.
Amazing.
You name it, all over
So they were
North
everywhere.
America. And then she just kind of inspired me, because I thought to myself, you know what? I wonder if in 30 years time that's going to be me. If that's going to be you. Are we going to be people that have solidified the relationships that we have today to get to that point where we still are in each other's lives? We still have love.
I think I'll probably have like 2. Probably 2.
Just 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not rolling deep like Mumsy, yeah?
Oh hell no.
No.
Yeah.
And what's the reason for that? You say that with a little, spice.
I don't know. Like I believe like you can have lots of friends, but friends come with an expiration date.
Expiration date.
Yeah, they expire.
Tell me more about that. What do you mean?
Like certain people are supposed to come in
Okay,
your
the
life.
cold, man.
Yeah, certain people come into your life and are only supposed to be there for a certain period of time, whether it's a week, whether it's a year or 2 years. And then what happens is you have to know the signs to know, okay, something went left, it's time to move on. And like certain times you can outgrow your friends, like you can outgrow any other relationship as well. You might go into different paths and it's expired.
I think I can see where you're coming from. Like, I've had friendships where we might not have been on the same page, and sometimes we took some time apart. But I felt like when it's true sisterhood, you always find a way back to each other.
Exactly.
You make amends. You kind of put your hands up and say, I'm wrong when you're wrong, and you kind of rectify where you can. So I feel like rather than complete cut off and shut down, there's some people in your life that you think you just have to weigh it up, like how much do they add to your life, and if you find that outweighs the weaknesses, because everyone's human. Like, you wouldn't cut your brother or your sister out because they're your blood, even if they sometimes might hurt you more than the friends that you choose. So I do think in the beginning,
So let time heal and see if they come back.
yeah, and if it's a true friendship and a true bond where you have like legitimate, genuine love for each other, you will always come back together. I've had 4 or 5 years where I haven't spoken to some people that I'm so dear with, and we kind of use that time. And I think for me it's like a sense of true love, because they went off, I went off, we met other people, we became friends with other people, but I don't think anyone could fill the slot that we filled for each other, and that's why we naturally drifted back to each other. And I think that's, for me, was like, yeah, some people, once you meet them, they're like your soulmates, and you're never gonna like go separate ways. You don't have to even talk sometimes for 6 months, a year, but you've got each other's back. And that's, for me, that's the type of friendships that I've always aspired to having. I'm very blessed.
Yeah, I'm like that as well. Like friends
today.
that you don't need to speak to every day. Like me personally, I don't like clingy friends. Like friends that'll call you every single day to chat rubbish. Ain't nobody got time for that. I like friends where I'll call you to check up on you, but everyone has their own life. If we go out, we do the meetups,
But do you think that's more to do with the stage in life that you're at? Because I remember the friends I have today I used to see and talk to every day when we were like late teens, early 20s, because we weren't married, we didn't have kids, we didn't have other responsibilities, we were still students. So all our time was with each other. We go, you study together,
you're quite right, actually. It's the age you are, yeah.
But now everyone's got kids, everyone's moved on, so we haven't got time for each other. But it's love when we speak, when we see each other. And that's why I want to talk about friendship, because I feel like the friends you choose at the end of the day, or at the beginning I should say, in your childhood, it's such an important journey, and I think we need to encourage young people to choose their friends wisely and really look for people that are loyal to you, that show elements of sort of respect, love for you and your interests and your dreams. They're cheerleaders.
Well, I know what you mean. Like, I'm a firm believer, and I tell my teenager this all the time, and my kids. You are what your friends are. You know, when your mom used to say to you, you are what your friends are, best you believe your mom was telling the truth. Because the 5 people you spend most of your time with, that is your future right there. If you're hanging around with 5 bums that are doing nothing, that have no progression in life, best you believe you're going to be the 6th. If you're with, you know, friends that are high achievers, you're going to automatically, you know, inspire to that. And feed off their energy to do better, because everything's about energy. It's the energy you're around and the energy you absorb. So if you're around the wrong type of energy, that's where your life is heading.
I want to talk about energy in more depth a bit later as well. I think going back to what you just said, I feel like as a ambitious parent, which, I mean, my child's only obviously 4 years old, so I'm not at that point right now. She's just started full-time education, whereas you've got a child who's a young adult and will be thinking about his university application. So I understand where you're coming from, but what I'm talking about with friendship is helping our young people, nurturing them in selecting people that have good hearts, good souls, and good sort of outlooks in life. Because although we can have friends that are genuinely ambitious, a lot of times people that are quite ambitious and want to get somewhere in life would be happy to walk all over you and climb on top of you to get to where they need to get to. Although we want ambitious people to be in our lives to sort of feed off their energy, I feel like when you're young, you have the freedom and choice to select people based on how much they have your back. When, you know, things go wrong, when life is hard, when things are sort of, when you're struggling, when the chips are down, the people that are not going to up it and leave and say, well, you know what, I'm done with you, you no longer serve the purpose that I was here for in the first place, so adios amigo. And that's what I'm talking about, because I feel today, as a grown woman who's, alhamdulillah, who's comfortable in her own, has a good sort of setup, I have people in my life that I feel like I'm that person for them in some way, shape or form. I don't look at my friends sometimes as what can they do for me, but rather what can I do for them? How can I service them? How can I help them to grow in life? Because we want to grow in sort of as spiritually as well. We don't just want to grow financially, we want to grow in terms of our ability to become better people, to giving back to society, to, you know, being good worshippers of God. And I feel like that's what I want to help my child, encourage her to kind of select people that have good natures, because that's something money can't buy. Ambition, we can always sort of encourage and embed that in our kids individually. I was always that person that, I was the one in my friends that was like, yeah, we need to make moves, we need to make things happen. And I feel like I was the motivator. I could be with 4 girls, I was always the one saying, you know what, you're good at this, you're good at that, let's move, let's move. Alhamdulillah, most of the people that I'm close friends with today, they're all up to something. Everyone's got a plan, something up there.
Yeah, but that period you're talking about is high school period, because I think that's where you
through to, I would say even like early 20s, when you're finishing uni or you're starting your career. Because this is the period where you're just coming out of from shaking a leg to full-time work and paying bills and responsibilities. Up until you get to that point where you're having to provide a roof over your head, you still have a lot of freedom to socialize and get to know lots of people, and that's the point when you say, who are the people I want to keep around me for the next 10, 20 years that matter. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Because when you are going to make the biggest decisions in your life, you need good confidence. You need people that you
need people that are going to build you. Yeah.
And people that want the best for you.
But then remember, there are people that want the best for you, but you also have to understand, people will be around you who you think are your friends only to watch your failure. So it's learning about characters of people, especially when you're on your 19, 20, 21, because your biggest hater are usually people that know you, people that are in your circle. And everyone all friends want you to do well, but they don't want you to do better than them.
Yeah.
And I honestly find that, and I've experienced it in my whole journey throughout life.
But I feel like that's why I say it's about training yourself to be alert, because I feel like you don't have to have big things to show you that, right?
Listen to your instincts, and a lot of us don't trust our instincts, where we've probably seen signs of these characters and things happening, but we're like, no, that's not brethren, or
I
whatever.
feel like I can see that's why it's really important as well, when you are a person who's your nature and your character, if you're genuinely quite a vulnerable human being, or a soft person, or you're very impressionable, you are somebody that's susceptible and open to bad influences. And then when you, like you said, when you slip, things don't go well for you, the people around you, if they're not solid friends, they will just up and poof. I've seen that happen to people. With me, I find the opposite is true naturally for personalities like mine, where you're naturally the stronger person, you're the one that's hard-headed, you're the one that's confident. Therefore, it doesn't matter if your chips are down or up, everybody wants to be around you, because you always got that game face on. And people, I feel like, want to feed off my energy, which sometimes I feel like is draining me. And that's what I want to talk about.
It does drain
energy and positive energy, because now I'm on the other side of it, where I feel like I've spent the last 10-15 years always been that friend that was saying you can do it, and cheerleading and supporting, and
then you're
and
like, where's my cheerleaders now?
But even the cheerleading aside, I'm very lucky in the sense that for the family we're from, and having my mum and my dad and my brothers and sisters, the setup I have, I've never needed a friend to tell me I can do, because I already have my team strong. My circle initially is my family, but what I do need is people that sometimes will say, okay, you know what, although I like offloading on her, sometimes I need to step back and say, can I handle this? Do I have the time and the energy and the space to constantly take on other people's issues and problems? I need to sometimes take a step back and say, are the people around me actually benefiting me in this moment in time? Because now I'm a mum, the game has changed for me. I need to save that type of space and that type of strength in order to becoming the mother that I need to be, and investing that energy and that time into things that matter to me right now. So I feel like there is that balance that we need to have, because friendships from childhood that are, you know, that you've been friends 10-20 years, they're worth investing.
Well, definitely.
Through the struggles and difficulties, but there are times where you've got to ask yourself and take a step back. Am I the only person that's giving and not receiving?
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then of course you have the other aspect of friendships that will have an impact on the relationship you have with your loved one, an intimate partner, be it your husband or the person that you're getting to know. I've heard about situations where friends can be of an extremely negative influence when it comes to marriage, and they can even participate in the breakdown of marriage because of the bad influence they can have on the married person.
That's why when it comes to the whole marriage thing and friends, it's always good to keep your marriage stuff separate from your friends.
I agree with you,
because
100%.
what it is your friends are always going to influence you, whether it's good, bad, you know. So I think that should be completely, like, me personally don't have.
And I think it's a two-way street as well.
I don't have, even the men.
One of my best friends is happily married, mashallah, just celebrated her 10-year anniversary. So I always look back to her 10 years as an example, as someone I can learn from. And one of the things that I respect so much about her is that she never spoke about her marriage.
Exactly.
You never heard her sitting down saying, oh, my husband does this, or we're going to go there, or he spent this on me. Nothing.
Oh, he done all. That's the good stuff. She hasn't even feeded you guys all the negative stuff either.
Never.
Yeah,
so one thing I like is neutral.
Yeah, so and she's never given you guys as her friends an opinion on her relationship. Where you can talk and give it.
And it's like she never opened the door for someone giving her an opinion.
Exactly.
Which she would then take on negatively or positively.
Exactly.
But at the same time, the love we have for each other, we've always had that kind of relationship where I never asked questions that invited that.
Exactly.
As a friend that loved her and her marriage to work, I knew that being the type of friend I am, I never ever wanted to open a door where I said to her, oh, how's your marriage?
Yeah, it's a no-go.
Because I was always like, you never know if she's having a bad time. She's a human being. You don't want her to start venting, because once she gets used to venting,
yeah, so it's a continuous thing. Come on, you've seen.
And if the other side happens where she then says, oh, he bought me this and he done that for me, you're a human being. You might start looking at your situation and thinking, what's wrong with this good for nothing type of brother?
Exactly.
Why can't he do what such and such a person does?
Jealousy is there.
You're human, and you start comparing naturally. So I feel like the healthiest way to approach that, and that's what good friendships do, you cultivate the right type of relationship. It's a healthy relationship, it's balanced, and it's based on mutual respect. I'm not nosy on you, I'm not nosy in your business, and on that same note, I don't want you to be nosy in mine. And I feel like if you don't want people asking questions about your life, don't ask questions about other people's life. It's a simple thing.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you how your day went, then you don't need to ask me how my day went. Simple as.
No, definitely. No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Keep your personal life, marriage life away from your friends.
So basically, let's just wrap up this lovely topic of friendship. Just round it up to the main points I want to make today is, if you're young and you're in your teens, early 20s, mid 20s, you're still finding yourself and you still haven't solidified your circle, I would say choose wisely, be careful, look at the people around you, what they do for you, the consistency in their actions and behaviour, the things they say. Do they say what they mean? Do they mean what they say? If you find they have the qualities and the traits of loyal friends, hold on to them for dear life, and be loyal yourself. Give and take, but at the same time be careful not to drain yourselves. Remember, the people around you, just like she said, the closest people around you in life will be the ones that influence you the most, and you will project each other's energy. So if the person around you is lazy, selfish, greedy, all these qualities that you don't want to be, then know that they will rub off on you some way.
Without you knowing, you necessarily, without
you have to be conscious of it. Yeah, so this is very important. Friendships can make and break you. They can
make and break your whole life.
Your whole entire life. Because I remember 10 years ago plus, friends that would ask advice on, should I marry this guy? Should I not marry this guy? These are decisions that can change the entire course of your life. So you want the kind of friend that will grab you from a bad decision and hold you back, not the kind of friend that would, support you and clap for you towards disaster and falling off a cliff. So choose your friends wisely, and it's never too late to start again. If you are in your 30s and 40s and whatever and you feel like you're stuck and your friends around you are no good,
go and find new ones.
Find new ones.
Especially we're in a new era where there's so many meetings out there, gatherings, outlets. There's apps where you've got like Meetup where you can meet, networking and whatever. Go and meet new people.
And sorry, I forgot to make that point. That's very important. You don't have to be friends with old people. You can make new friends. I've met some amazing people in the last 12 months that I can say I can see myself being friends with for the next 30, 40 years, mashallah. So it's never too late.
And also don't beat yourself up about a broken friendship, because I know a lot of girls are like, oh my god, this happened between your friends. Like I said before, have an expiry date. If it's expired, then
some friends, some friends have an expiry date.
Don't beat yourself about it.
And don't feel disheartened if they don't choose you. You might want to be friends with someone, but you don't meet their requirements, or you don't tick their boxes. That doesn't mean that you're
lacking something.
No, absolutely not. You've got to be happy in yourself and what you have to offer, and just keep it moving. So friendships, very powerful, very important. Be careful, select well, and value each other, because when chips are down, your friends are the ones that help you get through all the difficult times. So I just want to shout out to all my friends. Love you all.
Love you. I love you guys too. You know who you are. I can count my real friends in one hand, or 1, 2, something like that.
Love you all.
And we love you guys. So yeah,
and if I don't call or text, I'm sorry. Love you though. In my heart.
So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, follow us on the Instagram. Her handle should be there. Mine's gonna be there, and we will see you on the next one.
Podcast. So excited.
Speak to you later. Bye.